All right, everybody, welcome back to another Xvault Gaming video. Xvault here, and yes, today we got your first dose of the salty batch files for the week. And, you know, we got some prime examples here, and we got a particular individual that I do have to bring attention to that's a little bit more than just being salty. It's a little bit of oddness and illness, if you will. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump to it. All right, so like the first example we're going to cut straight to the chase. We're going to start off with Cold Eastwood, not the prime example we're going over today, but again, he just can't stay out of the videos. He can't keep his foot out of his mouth. He can't stop the bull crap. In the first example here, it's real quick and right to the point here. As you can see, I'm going to try to fit everything on here, but as you can see the theme here, right? The fake hype, the fake information, the falsifying of information, stuff like that. Cold Eastwood stating, Xbox revealed on his YouTube channel, multiple of these, right? Revealed Xbox, this changes everything. Next Xbox PC hybrid console gaming 2026. Of course, they're switching to this narrative because what other way are they going to go about it for hardware than to make it some sort of a hybrid PC or a handheld type of system? So as we keep going on, as you can see here, now we got a mock-up AI example or horrible Photoshop example of leaked Xbox Series X2 2026 console PC hybrid, all Xbox and PC games, plus AI powered this, that, and the other. Coming 2026, revealed Xbox handheld, next Xbox consoles coming 2024 and 2026. Well, 2024 didn't come to fruition, neither did a lot of other games, hence the announcement of Avowed recently being delayed as well, not officially, but insider rumor. Continuing on, of course, next generation Xbox coming 2026, release date Xbox Series X2 8K next generation console, Xbox Series X2 coming in 2026, X2 next gen release in 2026. So he's pretty firm on the 2026 announcement, which is really interesting. As of this year, it's highly rumored, and I will emphasize the rumor, that the PS5 Pro will be announced as well as released. But there's also been some insider rumor information that it will be also delayed into 2025 for the PS5 Pro. We'll just kind of have to wait and see. We predict, and when I say we, the insiders predict a PlayStation showcase happening in September of this year, so we'll maybe find out perhaps more of the PS5 Pro announcement, specs, and all that stuff, which has been leaked. Even Digital Foundry and stuff said that this is true, that most likely there's going to be a PS5 Pro. Dev kits are out there, other leaks, such and such like that. But the fact remains, circling back around, that in order to keep that hype train going and falsifying information, Colt does not know that there's going to be another console, that there's going to be a hybrid PC coming in 2026 from Xbox consoles. They're sitting on piles and piles of the Series S and X and such like that. Most Xbox fans and users actually own the Series S, so why you would alienate everybody so soon would almost be certain disaster for them as a company and as a business. I don't see that happening. Recent news, of course, stating that they've been under 42%, negative 42% in hardware sales. I mean, that continues to nosedive. Not a good example, but again, just shows you the clown that he is in the falsifying of information, the fake hype, if you will, right? That being said, let's switch on over to a stall here. Stall. I love, again, this is just a theme of falsifying information here, but here we go. A stall. Microsoft is reportedly working with Capcom to fix MT framework issues on Xbox. Parentheses, it means no more Capcom games skipping Xbox, thumbs up emoji. Both of these things are completely untrue, and he has nothing to back this up on. This is not true. There's been no announcement. There's been nothing of the sort. But again, falsifying that information, giving the fans hope, falsified hope. This in turn turns fans away. This turns potential consumers away if they do follow you or they do listen to you as you speak this sort of gospel. And then it ends up being incorrect. Not only does that put a bad taste in their mouth, they continue to not trust the brand. This does more harm than good for you as a brand. When you're trying to bring people over, insanity ensues, really. It's insane to me. So again, there's no talks. in anybody's insider leaks or anything of that sort as well. I haven't heard anything either. I'd be honest, if there are some sort of rumors speculating this is not the case. This is just fanboy video rhetoric that they're spouting off against not only on X, but other social media as well as other YouTube channels. Just kind of mentioning this. Nothing's come out of Phil's mouth, Satya's mouth, Aaron Greenberg, nobody. It has not reached anywhere of notoriety, right? Simple as that. Let's continue going here. Now, what I want to quickly, before we get to everybody's favorite catfish, I want to take the emphasis what I'm talking about here in regards to GOAT Gaming. Now, as we go in here, the problem is, right, this is a salty batch files. All these folks are salty in one way or the other. This is the theme of stuff. But again, we just go over this stuff of misinformation. Folks get upset. They'll go in the comments, go elsewhere, very upset that we're showing factual stuff here. Nobody goes and says anything against folks like GOAT Gaming here. Let's show the first example, and I'll go over why. GOAT Gaming breaking, and this is what he does. It's the same template, right? Christopher Nolan and his team have reached out to Stream on Max, and again, they just tag everybody. Keep that in mind. To get the rights to Halo the series. Chris is a huge fan of Halo. He used to play Halo during the filming of The Dark Knight. XP3, which is Phil Spencer, has reached out to Chris, and this looks like a done deal. Again, this is misinformation. Was not true. Was called out not to be true. Tom Warren himself, just like we mentioned in a previous video on the Salty Badge Files, called him out as well, stating, don't you get tired of the bullshit, basically. And ultimately, it just keeps going on and on and on, right? And then we have others, as we'll post up here. Astro Cyborg, another one. I don't block people, but if I did, I certainly wouldn't block someone as hilarious as I Am Cloudman, which is GOAT Gaming, spreading the information. So you have people that hold this up. And again, folks think it's funny or trolling, and I don't care what people mostly do, but we're going to get it into a more serious note here in a second, and I'll show you why this stuff can be more harmful than good. It's fun to troll, it's fun to do this and that, poke fun, right? Not a big deal. But when you have other folks just propping this up, it hits an algorithm. People think it's true. The template makes it seem like it's true. I would think it's true if I'm just a casual scrolling on by on social media or elsewhere. I would also think possibly this is true because I have no wherewithal between it all, right? This is crazy. So you have idiots like Astro Cyborg who just supports this type of BS, but then stands tall and tries to be, again, that PC gamer type of white knighting stuff there, right? Bullcrap. So as we continue on here, so this is the damage it does. Now we see small screen. This is an actual site now, grasping on to GOAT Gaming stuff. Sounds like Christopher Nolan might be looking at reviving the canceled Halo series. The news comes to us via I Am Cloudman on X. They're quoting just some rando from X. It's being reported that Nolan and his team have reached out to Amblin Television and 343 Industries regarding purchasing the rights to Halo TV series. Nolan is a big fan of the video games and reportedly has some ideas about how to adapt it for the big or small screen. What do you make of this news? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And of course, hashtags everything there. Do you see the damage it does? Even when a site, I'm not familiar with this small screen, folks, but they do have the blue check mark, which means they're being verified, this and that and the other. I mean, it is kind of on them. Journalism has certainly taken a significant nosedive when it comes to fact-checking or researching or looking at other resources. It's a problem. It's a major problem. And you have stuff like this. So then you have folks that are especially casual, that are not in the know between myself and others. They don't know. So they grasp onto this stuff. And that damages the site. I mean, that's on them as journalists, right? Journalists. What do you do there? But so it's horrible. I mean, people have to be on this stuff, and this is why I want to make it aware. I want to make this an awareness. And folks like to act like, well, you're giving them notoriety, you're giving them this and that. And I'm like, yeah, but you can't just sit there with your hands tied behind your back. And if you have some sort of platform whatsoever, and I understand I'm not like super major subscribers or anything like that, but you know what? At least I'm trying to do my part while we're doing that, and while the channel's continuing to grow. And I think all of you out there that do watch this channel, you respect integrity, and that's what I try to bring to this as well, right? But let's keep going, because of course it doesn't end there. You have another site here. I believe this is a site from Japan. If this is incorrect, let me know. But as you can see here, the part that I can't understand, again, quoting information about Grand Theft Auto 6, stating that Xbox has secured the rights to bundle GTA 6 with Series X consoles. Xbox offered Rockstar $500 million. Anyways, as you can read this, it goes on and on, right? They pull it. Another site pulls it just from some random on here with no verified sources, no anything. Again, that's on them being journalists or whoever's running the site to fact check and research and this and that and the other. But the harm it continues to do because it looks so official. When you have people screaming fake news, this is exactly what it is, and they just run with it. That is honestly really alarming. This is just games. Can you imagine if somebody did something else like politics or everything else in between there? Can you imagine? This is just games, and it can still do more harm than good because guess what? It affects consumers that are purchasing hardware thinking that you're going to get the best bang for your buck, and you're not. This is a huge issue. And then as we continue on here, Go Gaming again. According to GameRant, PS Plus memberships have dropped by 48% in July. PS Plus members have dropped to 25 million, which is now below Xbox Game Pass, who has 40 million subs, recently added 6 million subs with the additions of Fire Stick and Modern Warfare 3. And then other idiots here, Boom, he's been featured before, right? Boomstick here. Xbox Factor podcast is all new today at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Topics include the 360 marketplace is officially closed, the only truthful piece of this. PlayStation Plus has lost more than 50% of its subscribers. We Are Playground has opened a third studio and more. So again, latching onto this, knowing this is falsified information, they know full well who Goat Gaming, I Am Cloudman is, and still run with this falsified information. This is honestly disgusting. It's crazy. It's harming the fan base. Phil Spencer doesn't say anything. Aaron Greenberg doesn't say anything. They know who these guys are. They've interacted with these folks before. They're fully aware, and they do nothing to be like, hey guys, you're hurting our brand. We're trying to do something for the fan base here, and you're hurting the brand. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I do like how Rob Pitt here says, it's based on those who signed up to the trophy site in regards to the PlayStation Plus subscribers, by the way, because that's the part that's incorrect, and who synced that month. Not representative of the entire sub base. Also, it was based on those who played the PS Plus games, not subbed to the service. That is the correct information that Rob Pitt provided. But they didn't stop there. They still ran with it on their little show. That's what they do. Misinformation, on and on and on. And then, of course, as you can see, it must be noted that this data isn't indicative of the wider PlayStation user base, as it's only sampled from 3.1 million PSN accounts, so Sony may be seeing different metrics behind the scenes. More information, right? And then, as we continue going on, Mr. Kima latches onto this news, just another fanboy of Xbox. According to True Trophies, PlayStation Plus, with its 3 tiers, which means tiers, together have lost 48.67% of its subscribers from July compared to June. Again, falsified information. And then, as we continue to go, here, the final example, same thing from Boomstick, right? But at the bottom here, Ginger Hitman. So you're basically saying is PlayStation Plus is only 23 million subscribers. Somehow I think that's false. It's a false claim from whoever is reporting that PlayStation Plus has lost half its subscribers. Again, Ginger at this point doesn't understand where this came from, knows that it's falsified information. Again, they don't stop it on their podcast, on their show. They don't do anything. They just latch onto this bull crap. The damage that it does. This is why I'm making it aware. People, again, ask why I'm giving notoriety to somebody like this. It's as simple as that. You have to have that information out of there. Otherwise, people don't know. This is a call to stop that stuff. This is to bring awareness, and that's why. Otherwise, you're right. Ignore something, and sometimes it goes away or they don't get that notoriety. But with or without me, he is gaining that notoriety. So the next best method is to go ahead and make those aware of the misinformation and to block, move on, or at least just not listen to it or pay attention because it is 100% false. 99.9% of the stuff that dude posts is absolutely false. And the fact that sites and other people are grabbing onto this is a major concern and shows the ultimate saltiness from that individual towards Xbox versus PlayStation, as well as the mental illness that resides into somebody like that and thinks that that's normal. It's not. That being said, let's finalize the last little piece here before we wrap up the video. And like I said, I wanted to get to the catfish. Andrea Piccinini, aka Joseph Cruz, aka Extension, the trying rebranding of themselves. And of course, does the tasteless, distasteful example of choose Xbox or PlayStation. Then you have the Xbox female characters, and then you have the PlayStation female characters. Ridiculous, right? Again, we're comparing digital beings that are not even real in the first place. But that being said, why are we doing this? But what I do love at the end here, like I said, at least we have other people. Kebby here. Weird tweet for a girl to post. Almost like you've been a man this whole time. Thinking emoji. Yeah. If that doesn't, it's true. No woman, no girl is going to do that to one another. Any sane girl, right? It's just not going to happen. So, I mean, just another good call out. This is why I always make it aware that they are catfish. They continue to spread misinformation as well. And here we have another tasteless post from them. There you go. Simple as that. But that being said, I do want to wrap up the video here. I appreciate everybody sticking around for the entirety of that salt. There's a lot of weirdos out there, a lot of mental illness going on, and at least we're here to share that information as well. So thank you again. By wrapping this up, I do want to say thank you so much for all your support. We are so close to getting that 2,000 subscriber goal. At this point in time, 1,976 subscribers out of that 2,000 sub goal. So thank you so much. Every like and comment does help out the videos in the algorithm. So thank you so much. And I love to hear from you all down in the comment section below. So thank you again. If you haven't already, definitely consider subscribing, helping out a small content creator like myself. And that being said, just remember, just like these folks here today, don't be a salty batch. And we'll see you all next time on the next Xvault Gaming video. And until then, take care.